I used to think fairly highly of Samsung when it came to their products, especially since they make memory ICs and make the Samsung chips themselves. We see the BDI chips that are used in AMD builds to get the best clocks out of the Ryzen processors. We also see the AMOLED screens that they use in their higher-end Galaxy series phones, and other vendors also buy and use as well. We've seen the AMOLED screens also used in the Oculus Rift in its earlier versions. I don't know if they're using it anymore, but they were using it there. And also in general TFT panels. They actually make the panels. So you would think that if you were to go and get a high-grade monitor, you would go to Samsung, and that's what I've done in the past. The monitors I'm running on right now are quite old now. They're S24C650. They're, I can't remember. They're 24-inch 1200p screens, matte display, nice working-class monitor. But they have a few issues. Firstly, the backlighting in them's dying. They're a little bit dark. But also, two of them, I've got three, two of them have started to, when the system goes to sleep and you wake it up again, they won't wake up again until I power cycle them. It's extremely frustrating. And I'm expecting them to just completely die at some point. So I thought, okay, Samsung, we'll buy one of their nice screens. And after a ton of research, I identified their CRG90, I think it was, the 48-inch ultra-wide screen would suit my work. It would replace all three screens at once. I've got a little bit of money I could put towards that, and that'll be my new setup. And that could have been the worst decision I've ever made. And I'll show you why. It's no longer just about Samsung and me anymore. It turns out Samsung are doing this to everyone. If you go to Samsung Australia's Facebook page and have a look down here, you've got their posts, but you'll find every single post has people complaining. This is like a day ago. Say 1 day, 21 hours, 3 days, 22 hours, 3 hours. All of this is in the last day or two. Some of it maybe a week. All of these are complaints about failure to deliver, failure to cover warranty, failure to repair problems, failure to refund items that have been returned to Samsung. And it goes on and on and on. I implore you to go and have a look at this yourself. Now, I don't know if these people are aware, but in Australia we have two options. Well, not options, two things we can do. For New South Wales residents at least, you can go to the New South Wales Department of Fair Trading, and you can report the issue you're having there and open a complaint against the company Samsung to try and get it resolved. Now, I've done that now with Samsung because it's been 3 months now since I ordered my screens. They're 3 months overdue. Screen, I should say, not screens. There's only one. 3 months overdue. I did spend another 2.5 hours on the phone to Samsung today to try and find out what's going on and progress things before I opened that case, but I decided that after that call that I need to do that because nothing's happening. And not for the lack of the staff I was talking to trying. They don't have the tools they need to fix this. They don't have a line to an upper manager they can speak to and try and action and push this through. The only thing they have, based on the communications I've had with them, is to be able to raise a ticket or a support request on their internal support system with their back office team or their warehouse team. They don't actually have any people to speak to. And this was coming from the, at the time at least, the top manager available for the support line when I was talking to them there. The other option we have, and the thing that I recommend everyone does that are having problems with Samsung, is to go to the ACCC and open a complaint. The ACCC don't deal with the individual sales and try to help you there. That's what fair trading is for. But the ACCC will investigate Samsung if there is enough people complaining about their business practices. And based on what I'm seeing here on Facebook, there are enough people. There are hundreds of them. If you keep going and keep going, you'll find that every single one of these almost is a complaint about Samsung not dealing with problems 4 weeks ago, not even replying. Here they are saying they replied. My experience with Samsung replying, when they say reply via private message on Twitter and on Facebook, via email too, is they ignore you. You give them the details they ask for, and then that's it. You get nothing more. Or you get something saying, oh, we'll escalate it, which is parroted over and over again, but nothing actually happens. It's laughable. Absolutely laughable. Keep going through and you'll just find it goes on and on. Like, we're back 6 weeks ago now, 42 comments. Let's see. Charge port failure after a week. Now for service, customer service horrible, won't buy Samsung again, etc, etc, etc. Do something about it, people. If you haven't already, go to the ACCC. Raise an issue with New South Wales Fair Trading. See if we can hold Samsung accountable for what they're doing.